Today's sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. He will return this from deep in the end zone. They're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out right at the 35. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Play action. It's Wilson. Going for it all. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. T.J. Hockenson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Ready?
Burrow on play action. He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go out and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. He'll have it 1st down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 11 now. Hands it off out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair cut signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Burrow's throw there complete to Allen.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Play action. It's Burrow. Now he's forced out right. Thrown over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. They go play action now. Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They run the counter now on 1st down. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. They'll have a 1st down past the 40. Fighting his way through contact. And finally out of bounds all the way down to about the 2. It's a big play there on 4th and inches. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. Touchdown, Rams! Will Dissly, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They go play action with Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 43. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. They'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out and start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe they're returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On 2nd and 2, Burrow. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Amari Hooker. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 41, Wilson. Going for a right side here, complete. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well. It's down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Carlson able to put this one through. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charlie.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11.
Burrow will throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on second down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Yetur Gross-Matos able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From midfield now, Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Brian Burns. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Amari Hooker. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They run the counter now on 1st down. There he goes, left side. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 156 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Carlson now on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Mixon with a first down carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down at 5.
Gotta go.
Again, it's Mixon. Trucks over it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Joe Mixon, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I we enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
8 yards to go on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And past the 35, will be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. But 209 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Nixon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. They know if they throw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll run on first down. Nixon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
Back to Mixon on second down. Oh, he bowls over it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
180.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike 3.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Now, he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll give it to Mixon, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Boswell for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
45, Bears 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the fourth. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a handoff looking right. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for L.A., a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Chicago, this loss will be the capper to what will be a disappointing 5-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may